this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder the Capital One bank guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also talk about how most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
You see it instantly. It's Coldwater Creek, the mark of exceptional workmanship and signature touches inspired by a Mountain West heritage. Distinctive styles created from quality fabrics, silhouettes perfected with just the right drape, feel-good fits offering ease of movement, and thoughtful details to elevate your look. Coldwater Creek's authenticity is embodied in every piece, embracing its confident spirit that carries through to today. Discover Coldwater Creek clothing, designed to fit your life the way you want. For a wardrobe you can count on season after season, visit coldwatercreek.com. Shop the new spring collection at 20% off $75 or more with code IHEART20.
Brought to you by the reinvented 2012 Camry. It's ready. Are you? Welcome to Stuff You Should Know from HowStuffWorks.com. Stuff You Should Know is brought to you by Visa. We all have things we like to think about. Online fraud shouldn't be one of them, because with every purchase, Visa prevents, detects, and resolves online fraud. Safe, secure, Visa.
Hi, and welcome to the podcast. Josh and Chuck here. Josh Clark and Charles Bryant, a pair of staff writers for HowStuffWorks.com. What up, Chuck?
What up, Josh?
How's it going?
It's going good, man. TGIF. We record these on Friday. Mm-hmm. People might not know that. It's a great way to finish out our week, and I'm happy to be here.
So, Chuck, you were telling me about a video you saw recently, something about a guy falling through the ceiling. Did you see that on YouTube?
I did. I saw it on the YouTube. It's a really good one. It's a bungled crime. This guy was robbing a liquor store, and he snuck in, and they had video cameras outside that captured him going in through the roof, and then a video capture inside that showed this guy falling through the ceiling.
Was there a star wipe when they went from camera one to camera two?
No, they should have done that. Yeah. But he fell through the ceiling and was gathering up some cash or whatever he could find, and then he realized that he couldn't get out. So then it's a time-lapse deal. It shows him over time. He gets a ladder, and he puts the ladder in there, and then it's still too high to get back through. And then the last shot of this video is classic. It shows this guy basically just sit down and smoke a cigarette until the cops come.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Chuck always has the best viral videos. He's always sending stuff out, to everybody, to everyone's delight. But that guy sitting there with smoking a cigarette, waiting, resigned to his fate, waiting for the cops to show up, reminds me of an article I wrote called 10 Terribly Bungled Crimes.
Right. These are great.
They really are.
I think everyone likes hearing stories, kind of like the Darwin Awards, except of the criminal nature.
That's exactly right. Now, there's plenty of great heists that were pulled off, right? Like Lufthansa. I know you're a Goodfellas fan, right?
Yeah, and that was
Jimmy!
Right, the Lufthansa heist, which was in 1978, I think like $5.8 million.
Yeah, and I went on to the Department of Labor, Department of Statistics. One of them has a website, an inflation calculator, and I calculated it. It was $20 million in 2008 dollars, which is nothing compared to what some guys did in 2006 in Great Britain, I think. They made off with $92 million. Right. And I don't think all of them were caught either.
That's quite a heist.
So these are like at the high end of the spectrum. They're in like the ultraviolet range. Down in the, we'll say yellows. Right. Are the ones in this article 10 terribly bungled crimes. So,
God bless these folks.
Yeah.
They're just trying to commit a crime and like everyone else, and it's just not working out.
Exactly. And what do you suspect is the reason why people engage in these horribly bungled crimes? My personal theory is that unless you're a career criminal, unless you're one of those guys who pulls off a Lufthansa heist or a $92 million take or whatever, you're basically just lazy, which is why you're a criminal. I think most criminal acts are basically a statement of laziness.
Right, trying to get something for nothing.
So I mean, like if you're just a burglar or whatever, and you're a so-so burglar that hasn't been caught, you're generally lazy. If you are a bungling burglar, then you're the laziest of the lazy.
You're so lazy.
You're incompetent.
Right. You're so lazy you don't even commit crimes regularly. So.
Exactly. Well, I think we should dive right in and talk about some of these incompetent people.
Yeah, we'll talk about a few of them.
Chuck, what's your favorite out of these 10 bungled crimes? And be forewarned, we don't have time to go over all 10, but you can read it on HowStuffWorks.com.
Well, my favorite, actually, I'll give you my second favorite.
Okay.
We'll build up to this.
All right.
My second favorite is this, not Atlanta, but Rochelle, Georgia woman.
Oh, man, you took mine.
Yeah, this is a good one. She bought some, crack, cocaine, which is a drug that people smoke to feel better.
About themselves and their surroundings.
Right. And so she stole this crack and, got home, lit up, and I think she found out that it wasn't crack.
She thought it wasn't crack.
Right, because there was nothing happening. So, the smart lady, we're not going to say her name.
No, I don't think we can.
Well, it's in the article. She called the cops to come over to her house and help her get her money back for her drug purchase.
Yeah, and the police showed up and they said,
"You're under arrest."
Thanks for the easy caller.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was my second favorite.
I like that one too. That one's all right. I'll go with my second favorite then, because actually that was my first, Chuck.
Sorry.
My second favorite was the guy in Miami, who was driving through an unnamed fast food chain.
This is my favorite one. So.
Awesome. Got you back.
Yes.
Okay, so this guy is driving through. It seems late at night. I don't know if he was on anything or drunk or just maybe in a really bad mood. He ordered some food. It came to like $7.41 or something like that. And when the person told him through the little box that that's how much it costs, he clearly told them that he was not going to pay more than $1.75. Number one, apparently that's all he thought it was worth.
Right.
Number two, coincidentally, that's all he had on him.
Right.
So,
and I love that this guy just thought, that's all it's worth. You should only break even here on this transaction.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm paying.
I'm not even sure if that's breaking even with the, food costs these days. I think it would have been very much tilted in his favor.
Don't kid yourself. I bet a number 6 is really worth about 75 cents.
Yeah, you're probably right. Sorry, Chuck. I get naive sometimes. So back to the story, the guy decides that, he's not going to pay more than $1.75. He tells him that. They tell him, no. Sorry, bub. They go back to putting the burger or whatever under the heat lamp, and he drives off. But he doesn't drive very far. He drives into a parking space.
This is where it gets good.
And he runs up to the drive-through window on foot and brandishes a weapon when they come to the window. And he tells them that he wants their money. And apparently these were the baddest fast food employees around, because they turn him down again. And in retaliation, just to save some face, the guy grabs a handful of ketchup packets and runs off.
Right.
Peels off into the Miami night. So that was my second favorite. Tied with the woman from Rochelle, Georgia, who wanted the police to get her money back for the crack.
Right, that's a good one. And since you stole my favorite, I guess I'll pick out another one here. The guy in Phoenix, Arizona on the police chase.
Yes. Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
I can understand his pain, actually.
He robbed a bank, and a lot of bank robbers in here, and not very skilled bank robbers.
No.
And he was in a high speed pursuit by the cops, and decided to make a little detour and get a pack of smokes. So he whips it in a convenience store, goes in, and actually tries to pay for him, which is kind of cool. He robbed a bank, but he won't rob the convenience store.
He tried to give him a 20.
A 20.
He's like, here's $20, just give me the pack of cigarettes.
And the guy gave him the pack of smokes. He went and jumped back in his car, and the chase resumed as if it was a Coen Brothers film.
The clerk apparently said he saw the guy drive off, and like 30 seconds later, this horde of police just driving past too. And he figured out what was going on. Tell him the absolute worst part of that story, Chuck.
Cigarette to kill.
No.
Even
worse than that, when they pulled the guy, or when they finally caught the guy, the pack of cigarettes was unopened.
Right.
He hadn't even had a chance to smoke one of the cigarettes.
Yeah. And chances are he would have been caught anyway, but
But at the very least, he could have had a last cigarette.
Exactly.
Because, contrary to what they teach you on Oz, you can't smoke in prison.
Oh, I thought they were trade value.
No, you're not supposed to smoke cigarettes in prison. It's against the rules.
Well.
Yeah. So, Chuck, there were a couple that didn't make it in here. They bordered on the line of urban legend that I wanted to share. That I couldn't get really good sources to cite to back these stories up, which you kind of need when you're writing about these outlandish crimes.
Yeah.
For one, the best source I could get was it looked like some sort sort of monthly newsletter of a sheriff's department in Missouri or something, and I couldn't find any other verification for it, but I had heard it elsewhere.
What's that one?
That a guy in Michigan supposedly goes into a convenience store, robber, right? And he is really drunk. He tells them that he wants all of their money, and they say no. He didn't have a weapon. He didn't have a note even. He was just this loud, belligerent guy. And he told I think a pair of clerks that he was going to call the cops if they didn't give him the money.
That's a good one.
So he calls the cops, and the cops show up and arrest him on the spot.
But backfired.
Yeah, it backfired terribly.
Yeah.
And I think this guy was too drunk to even resign himself to his fate and, sit down and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. The guys like that should get a break.
I agree.
Personally.
At the very least, not a baton to the head. But you should read all about this stuff. We haven't even cracked the surface. What did we talk about? Like 3, maybe?
Yeah, I think
that
3.
leaves 7 more for you to go read in 10 terribly bungled crimes on HowStuffWorks.com. And stick around to find out what Star Wars character poses as a Dr. Pepper bottle on the HowStuffWorks site right after this.
Stuff You Should Know is brought to you by Visa. We all have things to think about, like, say, what's the best site to buy a new leather jacket, or whether to buy the 3 or 6 megapixel camera. But thankfully, we don't need to think about online fraud, because for every purchase you make, Visa keeps an eye out for fraud with real-time fraud monitoring, and by making sure you're not liable for any unauthorized purchases. How's that for peace of mind? Safe, secure, Visa.
So, Chuck, do you know the answer?
Answer I do not know.
Well, I can tell you it's not Yoda, weirdo. That was terrible, by the way.
That wasn't Yoda.
Oh, well, I don't know what... Was that Chewbacca?
Yeah, I just had a frog in my throat.
Oh, who was it then?
It was me.
Oh, okay. Well, the answer is Lando Calrissian. Yeah?
That's what I hear.
Very ably played by one Mr. Billy D. Williams.
Yes.
Now, it's Lando Dr. Pepper is the character's name. There's a video on HowStuffWorks site. It's a very little-known video, and you can find that video embedded in how the one-man Star Wars trilogy works. I'm not going to go any further in explaining it. You just need to see everything for yourself.
It is so awesome.
Go type in how the one-man Star Wars trilogy works on HowStuffWorks.com. You will not be disappointed.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit HowStuffWorks.com. Let us know what you think. Send an email to podcast@HowStuffWorks.com. Brought to you by the reinvented 2012 Camry. It's ready. Are you?
You see it instantly. It's Coldwater Creek, the mark of exceptional workmanship and signature touches inspired by a Mountain West heritage. Distinctive styles created from quality fabrics, silhouettes perfected with just the right drape, feel-good fits offering ease of movement, and thoughtful details to elevate your look. Coldwater Creek's authenticity is embodied in every piece, embracing its confident spirit that carries through to today. Discover Coldwater Creek clothing, designed to fit your life the way you want. For a wardrobe you can count on season after season, visit coldwatercreek.com. Shop the new spring collection at 20% off $75 or more with code IHEART20.
If you're an HVAC technician and a call comes in, Grainger knows that you need a partner that helps you find the right product, fast and hassle-free. And you know that when the first problem of the day is a clanking blower motor, there's no need to break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product details, you're confident you'll soon have everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.